rigged figures. You know what will happen in Lagos? Let me tell you. Number one, for the first time, you are going to know how much Lagos is really generating. But based on the available facts, you see that 2.5 billion naira that Lagos gives to, that Alpha Beta gives to Tifnumbu every month. That will stop automatically. You see, all the markets in Lagos, they will give a sigh of relief. Folashade Tinubu will no longer be the Yaloja of anywhere anymore. Now, you see the transporters, which MC Oluomo belong to, they will now have to do the job of transportation, or they will go and look for something else to do. Yeah. The job of transporter is what? To transport people to fro and fro, not to go and extort hawkers, pure water sellers, shoemaker, cart pushers, and all of them, extorting them, and including dispatch riders. All of that will disappear. Now, you see, in Lagos, most of their touts, especially the ones from Epe, Ikorodu, Etiosa, Ibejuleki, those places, they are the deadliest. You know why? They are the notorious land grabbers. Those areas are where the notorious land grabbers, they reign. They know them. Omonile. They can sell one land to 20 people, and they will collect money from all of you, right? And they will tell you to do your work. There's no land. Because they are protected by the state government. In return, the state government, the APC government wants them to help during elections by suppressing voters, unleashing violence. So once they do that, and APC is in government, whatever crime these criminals have committed, and majority of you are the victims. You know that, your parents and all of them. So apart from that, there are some personal things that if you go to Lagos, you won't believe they're happening. Somebody shared a video of mother-child hospital. Sure, you get, where you have a children hospital or children ward in Luth, in Lagos. Apart from the fact that people complain that there is no bed, there is no this, people are dying at the car park of the hospital. Those who gain access in, while they were waiting, and no one is explaining to them what was going on, they said some guys just walking, they won't fumigate children hospital with the children inside. Let me move that. Why can't you tell them what women they want? Why did they tell them? Give me more than 1 hour. More than 1 hour? Yes, more than 1 hour. I've done this to before. I have very right. He said that we will do first. If anything happens to the kid, don't do that. You know what? We have said we are not going to do this place before. They should enter again. They shouldn't allow anybody to enter. No one is not my fault. State officers, excuse me. State officers said there's no money. I'm under
You put the banner outside and nobody should enter inside this place because they're going to do information. You say that's not your concern. No problem. You meet them online. No problem. No problem.
That's Lagos. You know, when I say it's a mega slum, don't get deceived by all those fancy things that all these ombudsman slaves are sharing on social media to make you think it is worse than slum. Lagos, stinking, dirty, terrible road, horrible traffic. Then you have the agberos. You have the jobless youth who are also going to be robbing you in traffic. It was like a mad asylum. Then the police are there too, chasing you, looking for money. If you enter hospital, they fumigate you to death. They say you go to the hospital with one sickness. If you go there, say you get cough, and come out of the hospital with blindness. They say, I can't see anything. Ha! You can't, what happened? Which injection they gave you? Now cough, Now cough injection. As then give me that injection. As cough stop like this, my sight disappear. Did the injection go to your eyes? That's the kind of stories you hear from Nigeria hospitals. They say, yeah, that woman, they forgot a bowl inside their stomach after operation. How could you forget a bowl and scissors and hammer and chisel inside somebody's belly? We work, okay, it's not funny. I'm just letting you know that that's the country. Now, talking about elections, by the way, there are some who believe that Peter Obi won't get access to INEC election materials before the deadline. Therefore, he won't have substantial evidence to nail INEC. And INEC is playing the hide and seek. Out of 36 states, they only gave Obi access to 2 states. Even the 2 states, complete. So, some young people are saying this. I'm coming back.
Some results.
I think there is one I wanted to add as well. Okay, you've seen that of hospital with children put in harm's way in Lagos. When was the last time when was the last time you visited Jankara? Do you know Jankara? You remember Jankara? Jankara in Lagos. It's inside Lagos. So I'm not talking about Dubai or whatever. I'm talking about Jankara in Lagos, not Jankara in Turkey. The slum. If I bring you videos of Lagos where a lot of people live and transact businesses, you probably will hate me more. Why are you showing all of this to the world? People knows. This is 21st century, Yami. Everything anyone wants to know. If you want me to bring the Google map up now, and I can show you different streets of Lagos, and I will bring out the image of people who passed through that street, including cars that passed through the streets few hours ago, today, that you can even see yourself on your own streets, in your street in Sanwoolu everywhere. And you can bring that up on my screen right now. That will show you Sanwoolu, show you Bariga, show you everywhere. I can show you the inner road, the streets, your churches, major buildings in Lagos. I can bring everything to you now. Images that are fresh. Why are you lying? They are trying. I say, Engbenu slum. But here.
Results. Ordinarily, they expected that we jump to the street so they can take advantage to damage our evidences and cause social unrest. But we truly beat them to that game. Ours is to remain resolute, determined, and focused towards reclaiming our mandate that was stolen, which by God's grace we must surely recover. We never expected the journey to be smooth or free from challenges, but we are ready to face the storms, however lengthy and tortuous it may be, as long as we regain our freedom and restore true democracy in Nigeria. On a specific note, we have an election on Saturday, 18th March 2023. The governorship and state houses of assembly election across the country. This election have given us another opportunity to identify true obedience. It is important to note that the Labour Party stands by all its candidates in the election across the country. But of more significance is that our protest against the electoral fraud on 25th February 2023 begins on Saturday, 18th March, at all the polling units across the country. In the last election, they said we are 4 persons tweeting in a room. But to their shock, we took over the space. And despite all the fraud, they were able to allocate over 6 million votes to us, even when they know that obedience are more than 15 million people having PVCs to vote. We must protest by coming out en masse to cast our votes for the Labour Party governorship and houses of assembly candidates on this Saturday. This simple assignment is the first step in telling the world that Labour Party truly won the election of 25th February. Let's show opposition that we are resolute in the project of taking back our country. We must at least capture Lagos, Rivers, Enugu, Edo, Plateau, Benue, Taraba, Abia, Anambra, and in fact, all the south, and southeast states in this coming election. This we must do to prove that we are irreversibly obedient, and we must stand up to challenge the status quo. And I beg all the youths, all the security agencies, and some INEC officials who are opting to be ready tools in the hands of the old order politicians to think twice. Do not join in oppressing and intimidating Nigerian youth. Do not join, I repeat, in oppressing and intimidating Nigerian youth at the polling units across the country. The life and future of Nigerian youth matter, and that is why we are becoming more obedient. Enough is enough. In conclusion, I urge you, my fellow obedients, to desist from any selfish desire and focus on making an obedient political statement on Saturday election. Despite your choice of candidates, come out and use this opportunity to prove that His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, the president we know, the waiting president of Nigeria, truly won the election. God bless our president in waiting, Mr. Peter Obi, and Vice President, Dr. Dati Baba Ahmed. God bless the obedient. God bless Nigerian youth. And God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is not in any alliance with any political party with respect to this election on Saturday. We are going into this election, in fact, to make a statement. All our candidates, even places we do not have candidates, anywhere we have Labour Party on the ballot paper, we will vote for Labour Party. And I urge all Nigerian youths to take advantage of this Saturday's election to prove that they truly voted for Labour Party in the last election. So there is no alliance with any political party. All we know is Labour Party. And that was why I mentioned in my statement that every obedient should forget about selfish interests and focus on making a statement on Saturday. Because the world will watch and see if truly Labour Party has become a movement, of which it is currently in Nigeria. Thank you so much. I think that is why we have called for this press briefing. I think that is why we have called for this press briefing, to be able to tell Nigerians that the truth is that the obedient movement is under the umbrella of Labour Party. Labour Party is a political institution that is known, that you will see on ballot paper, not Obedient Family. Obedient Family is not a political party. Obedient Family are people that believed in the ideology and the candidacy of Mr. Peter Obi. Many of them were from several political leanings and several political parties, but they believe that the time has come to take back Nigeria. But for the purpose of the injustice meted on that candidate they believed in, they have to vote Labour Party on Saturday. So for those of them that are endorsing any other political party, it is not Labour Party that endorsed any candidate. Obedient whatever, support group whatever, may go and endorse any candidate. But the Labour Party that I belong in, as a political party, have never and will not endorse any individual. Thank you. If you listen very carefully during the press, when I was reading from my document, I mentioned that Lagos is critical and Rivers is critical. And we are not joking about it. We are taking back Lagos. Yes, obedient youths in Lagos have also determined. And that is why I'm concluding with this, because I've been in contact with a lot of youth groups, associations that are youth-oriented. And we have made up our mind to deliver Lagos to Labour Party. At least it's one of the statements that 2023 election will be left with. Same thing happens across the country where we have governorship candidates. Because those of them that were cross-carpeting, like I said recently in a press conference as well,
many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Má sọ Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lù yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé? Fún wa lówó wa, ànáwó wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Náà ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth. Òun ni mo wà ní táìmù yìí tí mi ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́. Kò sówó. Èmi kọ́ lè. Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Má sọ Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lù yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé? Fún wa lówó.
Do you get that? I told you about the obedient yesterday, and if you haven't really acknowledged, if you are yet to acknowledge the real threat they pose to the establishment, disrupting their plan in their own game, then you understand why Sanwoolu and the MC Oluomo and the rest of them, they will do anything. But guess what? It's not just Lagos. Somebody left major party in Nigeria. They said if he's not comfortable, he should go and start his own party. So he left PDP and led the obedient with him. They joined, they joined Labour Party. A party that is just existing in name. After Mimiko, the likes of Mimiko used the same political party to at least gain political power. Remember? Then he resurrected Labour Party with the obedient and then disrupted the entire political process, defeated the establishment. They had to rig him to third. Now they can't even prove it. So if you think they are just noisemakers, you are slow. Slow gone. If you are one of those who still type there, you will see it tomorrow. They go show them you are counting on the criminals to rig them, to brutalize them, to even kill them. Shebi, is that not what you are waiting for? I know that they will learn something tomorrow. They will do this and that tomorrow. It's not based on people. Nobody wanted APC. Nobody wanted APC. Even you that are supporting APC, your number not even reach to even at least substantial number, that can say, oh, this number feel elect anybody. Your number not feel elect anybody. You have to rig it. So you are hoping that tomorrow's rigging will be successful so that you can say you have teach them a lesson. Abi, is that not what you do say? Now go lose something. You better get ready because according to them, they will bring dogs, they will bring pepper spray, they will bring anything that you are not prepared for. Okay? And some of you are going there expecting them to run. You get there, you shoot. Everybody, everybody move. Everything. Is that not what you are planning to do? Hoping that they then, Ajabotas, they'll bring out their phones and hey, help us. You go get shocked tomorrow too. I'm just saying, because me, I don't want bloodshed on this side. That is why I'm giving the two of you the original. As all of you are pretending that you will do your gra early in the morning. But the obedient, I have told you too. Tomorrow election is not against the thugs. Your election tomorrow is not against Sanwoolu. Your election tomorrow is not a fight against Tifnumbu. Your major opposition tomorrow, the person you are contesting against, or you are trying to vote out tomorrow, na INEC. So how you want to do we will have to see an aggressive, when you say aggressive mobilization, that means if a lot of you come out, a lot, then it will become difficult to rig. So they will rather, if they realize that the whole thing don't they change, because they have already changed all the staffs, INEC staff in Lagos, they are now APC members, in case if you don't know. Yeah. They've changed their names in some places. You won't even see the ballot paper for Labour Party House of Assembly members. Yeah. You get to some places, you won't see ballot papers for Labour Party. You say, they didn't print Labour Party as part of the, what happened to Labour? There's no Labour Party. They say, there's no Labour Party. It's intentional. You know why? All of the election materials you are using in Nigeria for these 2023 elections, it was printed by a woman called Binani. Look at this woman. She's the one who printed all of Nigeria's INEC ballot paper, result sheet, and everything. Now, this woman, company print them. But do you know the story? She is the candidate, APC candidate, governorship candidate for Adamawa State, which means she is a member of APC, who is also contesting in an election. Then her company. Now, let me tell you a further story. She is the wife to one man called Modibo. This Modibo happened to be the former chairman or former CEO or former boss for UBEC. As UBEC is a universal basic education board in Nigeria. Her husband was in charge. Then there's something called TET Fund. That also is also another fund for education in Nigeria. They accused him of looting over 200 billion from TET Fund alone. UBEC, I didn't they call him, they're not even getting how much he stole from there. They had to sack him because of looting. Now, Bokwari appointed him. Immediately they sack him or what have you, his wife, this woman, they opened the biggest printing press in almost the entire West Africa, the biggest. They were contemplating on opening hairline so they can have their own hairline. Modibo here, Modibo here, Modibo here. Money for education, looted. She is so rich, that as a woman, she paid the APC delegates of Adamawa more than those who have actually been like politically grounded that in the entire Adamawa, it is not a ram for a woman now anymore. I'm telling you this because apart from becoming the governorship candidate of APC, she is contesting tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow in Adamawa. Yeah. So she won the contract to print all your ballot paper. Wherever you see ballot paper, they say, this one, they no print label. It's intentional. The ballot paper no reach on this side is intentional. Sure you get. What happened to this old ballot? You know, maybe they have printed extra ballot paper that they're actually going to use. You know what I mean? She's part of it and she's contesting election. You know the question somebody asked? One Buhari idiot. What is wrong in that? So what is wrong if she's a member of APC and she's printing the ballot paper for election in Nigeria? So if they give the contract to Labour Party, you will not complain. Where do we start from? I mean, I was saying that to myself. Now, where should I start explaining from? Because according to him, what is wrong in that? Like, it's not everything that we have to be complaining, Jare. That she's contesting, and then she's the one printing ballot paper for everybody. So does that mean that I don't even know. They said you are. I mean, these guys are so mad, They are so mad. Sometimes I wonder why some of you actually argue with them. You will see $1 on-board slave. That is, everything coming out from him reeks of weaponized poverty, so to say. Even I thought they said this guy live abroad. I mean, I thought they said this Mayegun live abroad. What is wrong if a candidate print the ballot paper for the election, major election in Nigeria, and the candidate belongs to the ruling party? What is wrong? Then you will see another way they will come there. Thank you, Jare, my brother. Don't mind him. He's a very useless boy. Yeah, what is wrong if a APC member print the ballot? What is wrong? Then another one will come and say, so you two are just knowing him. I have known this Mayegun for 5 years. He no get sense. Another one will come there and say, it's true. I actually thought this Mayegun get sense. So I said this Mayegun no get sense. Now you don't know him now. Then another one will come in and say, oh, he's a bastard. Remember, the point of conversation is APC member is the one that printed, who is also a governorship candidate in an election she's participating in. She's the one who printed the ballot paper that has caused serious controversy in the election already. And then the conversation will be about Mayegun, whether Mayegun gets sense or he no get sense. And I kind of love reading them sometimes. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, no, these guys are so toxic. I don't want them to gain traction. Yes, I just ban them and remove them. But sometimes I just read the comments. Like, look at this weary. Weary is, when you go on Mayegun's Diary Political, go and see where some of them are, they will leave the post and attack Mayegun. Then be wary. See, if I wake up, if I go to, I'm going to do that in a moment, right? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to post on Mayegun's Diary Political on Facebook, right? That God bless all of you here. I didn't fight anyone. That's not a fight, Abi. God will bless all of you. The Mayegun fans will come there and say, amen, oh, amen, Mayegun, amen. Mayegun, what is going on? What happened? Mayegun. God will bless all of you is the message, Abi. You will see Lagos Sababaku there. You are a bastard, Mayegun. This Mayegun is Omo Aleo. God will bless you is the message. Oh. I'm going to post it. But why we do that? Anyway. Now, she is running for a governorship seat in Adamawa State tomorrow. That she do no get respect. They say they stand this. He did in front of Oba Akinolu. That is Oba Lagoon. Akinolu, and he couldn't take off his. He couldn't take off his cap. Of course, in Papa took. You see all those elders. They took off their cap. And I bet that some said that maybe it was because when they were taking the pictures, right, it was the time that his cap was on his head. And I said, Omo, we'll talk the truth. Whoever are those advising Badebo, Eh? They didn't, even though, hey, hang on. No. Sorry, give me 1 sec. So even though Akiolu, Oba Lagoon, Oba Yeye, retired police officer that got crowned by retired heroin kingpin Tifnumbu, they don't go to his front and apologize. I mean, they don't go to his front and then respect him. He's not respected. Sure, you get me? Man, I don't lie you. Now, APC people, they try so pretend that they respect him, but they don't respect him. Nobody respects Akiolu that much because he's Oba Yeye. Just like this. Look at that boy. That's Sheyi Tinubu. That's Sheyi Tinubu. And Akiolu, Oba of Lagos. They say, I play that they play. You know mean. Look at this one. Right? Obediently standing in front of the king, possibly addressing him or telling him why he was there. And he should have taken off his cap, speaking to him. Sure you get. Or if you are angry with this, and you are not angry with this, do you know that you are an alabosi? So I hope you get that. Anyway, going forward, here is one I actually also want to share with you. Just before somebody said that we should. So if you don't know Binane very well, now the woman be this.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
Anyway, just before we proceed, I've got another information, okay? So people said I should open the line, and I'm thinking I should as well. Okay. I'll use just a few more minutes, okay? Then I'll take calls, okay? I'll take a break, then I'll take calls. So if you are watching me on YouTube, again, tonight we have over 3,400 of us I can see from this side. So I want to sort of plead with you to take a moment, just a moment, check. Have you actually paid your offerings? Have you liked this broadcast at all? Have you? Take a moment and check, and if you have also subscribed at all, please. One of the damages done by the little Hitlers who are ruling some of the states in Nigeria, the oil-rich states, especially in Nigeria. Take a look at this, this diagram, okay? It was put together from the data from last year. Check how much these guys got paid in that year. Check the number of the poor people. I'm talking about multidimensionally poor. Multidimensionally poor is that people who are like extremely poor per state. And then check the out-of-school children. So these are other hegemony that cut across Nigeria, which are the conduit pipe, even though the center can be destructive. Sure you get, can be very destructive. You say, Abuja, but when you pay attention inward, take a look at Akwa Ibom. In a single year, 13%, this is 13% derivation, no? This is not allocation, no, normal monthly allocation, no? These are special money. 13% they remove from the profit made from oil sale. This is what they gave to them. Rivers State, 169, almost 170 billion in a year. Bayelsa, look at the number of poor people in Bayelsa. What's the population of Bayelsa? When 2.6 million, 61 million people are living in extreme poverty. And the one of the, what do you call it, the former president of Nigeria is from there. Egbere Jolantan. 2.61 million people poor. What's the population of Bayelsa? 4 million, or how much? Ondo, what is the population of Ondo? 1.3 million people living in extreme poverty. Poverty created by politicians, though. But the same Ondo collected over 25.9 billion. If half of Ondo is poor, Kiloku, look at River State. 4.4 million people, where Wiriwike is acting like Hitler, living in extreme poverty. You know where you find them now? Riverine areas. Look at Akwa Ibom. 222.5 billion. Akwa Ibom. And then look at the number of poor people. 5 point what? That's like 90% of the population poor in Akwa Ibom. So look at Delta states, where Okowa dipped his state in perpetual debt just to fund Atifu's dream. Now look at that. Delta State, that is more than half, more than 70% of the population of Delta living in abject poverty. What about the children? Look at the children, look at that number. Come on. 50,000 size stadium. What is the size of Emirates Stadium in London? What is the size? What's that size of Stamford Bridge? Your stadium in Stamford Bridge, what is the size, the capacity? That Anambra, 30,000 out of school children. Abia, 50,000. Imo, 50,000. Bayelsa, 50,000. Children. Then the places that are collecting oil money, River State, 130,000 school children. Children that will never get proper education. They're going to grow into ignorant adults. That would have to God help you, God help all of us. So imagine if you have to put 160,000 people inside Stamford Bridge. So that means you will need, you see that Manchester United Stadium, what is the capacity? So imagine going to Manchester United Stadium, right? And then the entire place is full of children who are supposed to be in school, but they are not there. Then they have the size of that Manchester Stadium, like 30 or 50. That's how much the number of destruction that awaits Nigeria. The future is not there. They've ruined it. They've destroyed it. Here you get. They've destroyed that future. And if you want to destroy a country, just destroy their education. It's going to be a free-for-all. Anyway, I'll keep the rest to when I start talking to people who calls in, okay? So they said you should ignore any Oro. If you see anybody, they say they are doing Oro, Eluku, all this. Ikorodu, they won't do Oro. Don't believe them. Go out tomorrow if you want, if you're part of participating in the election, right? And obedient, trust me, I am going to be covering the whole thing for the whole day. You can count on me. And you know why you can count on me? Is because I don't have any dog in their fight, too. I want Tifnumbu dynasty to be destroyed. Totally. The obedience says they will do that very, very easily tomorrow. I will report that. And like I said, I still strongly believe that even though a lot of you are preparing for elections, you are determined. This is when you will understand why some of these states' governors are more evil, even than the Abuja you are fighting. So I still strongly believe that they are not preparing for elections. They are preparing for a kind of war. But I don't know how prepared you are. And that war is just a distraction during the day, rigging during the night. And just like what happened during the presidential election, it will be very, very obvious that Sanwoolu has been defeated. Then they will now put up the fight to change the entire result overnight. Even though the obedience says, well, they would have to try too. Because tomorrow, will die here. See their own message to their fellow obedient. They said, tomorrow, pay attention. No. Lagos Obedient, they said, collation vigil march tomorrow. Lagos Obedient and Support Group, we are sleeping over at all 245 ward and local government collation centers on Saturday night from 5 p.m. to 6 a.m. Take generators, music equipment, portable light, canopy, chairs, food and drinks. Community leaders, religious leaders, retired military personnel, civil servants, and respected members of your community should be present along with every youth who means well for this country, right? The police and military will perform their constitutional duty, they believe. So, tomorrow is tomorrow. The only thing you can count on me, you can't count on my vote. You can't count on my support. Don't count on my prophecy because I know be pastor. Don't count on my prediction because, you know, nothing is written in gold, or should I say written. I can advise you that everything that will happen tomorrow, you can count on me, bringing them to you step by step. You won't miss a thing. Now that you can count on me. I'll go make a cup of tea. And when I get back, okay? So go on there. Go on. We are still over 3,000 on YouTube as we speak. So if you haven't really liked the broadcast, let me tell you one secret as well. A lot of people will say, I like it. I like the broadcast, but I don't know why it's not showing. You need to go on YouTube. Click. There is a button on the side like that at the head of at the top right of YouTube. Sign in. Okay. You have something you will sign in. Then you can subscribe. You can like my broadcast. In fact, you can even edit the video yourself. Some of you who are downloading some of my videos, right? You don't need to download the whole 3 hours video. If you sign up, subscribe onto my channel, you can just go and cut wherever you want to cut out. Right there on YouTube, not downloading. You cut that small part out and you can have it. I'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere, okay? So, hello there.
Hello, my gun. Hello, my gun.
Sir, sorry for keeping you waiting because I just needed to do that refill. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Brilliant.
This is Emeka from London.
Emeka. How are you, sir?
From London. I'm fine, thank you. I just want to say thank you for what you're doing. It's been a long time. I've been watching. I just had to give you this call because I've been trying to give you a call. But yeah.
Right.
First, I will start with one thing, yeah?
Please.
If you remember 2 or 3 years ago, after the election, we were saying that they are going to end up biting themselves with their actions.
That's right.
And that has actually happened now. When we're telling people that, the people that are saying, go and vote, go and vote, go and vote, you cannot participate in a game where you don't know the rules and regulations, or where the rules that were set in public is different from the rule that goes out at night.
That's right.
And they finally fell into that trap. I used to tell my friends here in London, I say, I'm supporting Atiku because I wanted Atiku to win.
Right.
The only reason I wanted Atiku to win was so that the South will now wake up on their slumber and fight for one final breakup. Unfortunately, that did not happen.
Right.
However, they deliberately forced Tinubu on us.
That's what's going on.
Knowing fully well that if the Igbo people and the Eastern people are fighting themselves, they will declare that state of emergency they've been planning all this while. That state of emergency is once they finish the governorship election now, is the problem will start from the South, where LP are going to win. That state of emergency that people have not been thinking about is what they are planning to declare. Obi beat them to that game by saying nobody should go to the street. Because if they had gone to the street, they will burn off all the government facilities and say,
oh, done it by now.
They'll say, oh, it's obedience that caused it. Evil people are violent. Thank God Nnamdi Kanu is in prison. So they don't have anybody to use to instigate anybody against anybody. So they are playing this thing now. That is why they delayed the election. They don't have no excuse not to do the election last Saturday. They needed to build up the anger. When they build up the anger now, they will do the election. When they do the election, you people in the South will start fighting. Buhari will say, okay, thank you very much. I've been waiting for state of emergency to delay these things. You people should take your time. Let's bring in somebody from the North, or let's go and bring in somebody. You'll be surprised they'll bring somebody from Tinubu's village.
And now, say, when they denied Abiola, when they are not election, you know where they went to go and bring somebody from the same place of Abiola?
From the same area.
Abeokuta.
Thank you. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do to Tinubu. They're going to just go and bring somebody from his village. And they say, well, after all, it's from your brother. You claim you won. Let him come and stay. The next thing they are looking at right now is, as of tomorrow, I have intel basically that everybody going to election tomorrow, the guys are going to be armed. I'm just telling people, if you go there, you think you're going to election, everybody is going to be armed all over the South. And that is why I'm saying they may declare state of emergency. That is what they're going to use. That is just my contribution. And just let people know that if you're not ready for tomorrow's election, don't go. If you're ready, go and be prepared.
Thank you so much. Let me take another one. Yeah. I think a lot of people are now interested. The line is clogging up now. It's like so many of you really want to add one or two things, Abby. So I have another person.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Oh, my good general.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hey, very beautiful. I'm fine. Now, Mazi Felix is speaking.
The Mazi that is also with Felix. I like that. How you doing, Felix?
I'm doing well, Mayagu. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Mayagu, I want to tell you something.
Tell me.
Do you know something that I am a strong follower of Kumuyi, Pastor Kumuyi? Do you know I exchange your message with the Pastor Kumuyi message? Can you believe that?
I believe you. Because
your message is truth and life. But you see these religious leaders, they will say they are the truth, but they lie too much. They cannot even speak truth to the power. That is where I know who is speaking the truth. Somebody who will speak truth to the power. In fact, Mayegu, God bless you for your work you are doing.
Mazi, you too. Thank you.
So, come for waiting the board. We are looking them. We are the obedient.
You are obedient. Now they press their neck. Now they said the only option left is, even if they have to carry their neck chairman when they are still in the election in Lagos tomorrow, they will do it all. Then we'll talk about it later. Yes. So now they press their neck. Turn
now we be the obedient.
Go on.
Now we be the obedient. And we died there. We follow them.
Yeah.
You follow them. You give us the right name. That will be their nemesis.
Their nemesis, their karma.
And their karma, yes. And we are waiting destruction from the leader, the Obi himself.
And it seems
That's
that his message is before they wanted to make you obedient, kind of be picky and choosy. But when they now realize that no, they don't want to do anything with anybody. Anywhere you see labor, just put on there. LUP everywhere. That's scary.
That's what LUP is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tomorrow is here. Thank you so much, Mazi. I appreciate you. So let me take another one. So I have another person on the line here. Hello.
Hello, Michael.
Baba.
Hey. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine, Mr. Michael. I'm very happy for getting you for the first time.
Hey, Baba, I'm happy too. How are you?
Fine.
Okay.
Fine, Baba.
Let's do the ritual. When you do that for the first time, that you manage to get through, Baba, we ring the bell.
Yes.
Go down. Here you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm happy. Yes. Okay. Mr. Maegu.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, I can. All of us can hear you. Don't worry. Continue. Go on,
Yorùbá Káyọ̀dé ló kọ mi láti Nàìjíríà mo ti ń pè.
Sake láti Nàìjíríà.
Syrian people they are very stupid. They are very stupid. They are bastard. Even in my office here in Lagos, me and my boss, we are now enemies.
Can you imagine?
He doesn't carry me again. He's an APC member. He told me face to face, he will never carry me again. As I'm telling you now, I'm in the office.
That he will never carry you.
He did not carry me.
He won't give you any lift from the office to town.
He will not from the office to anymore. Most of them want to make this because of politics. This APC, they've already damaged a lot of things in Yoruba land for good 24 years. My wife is a medical personnel. I was begging my wife, please, woman, let's travel outside. Let's travel. This country is not meant for us again. We have 3 kids, and all of them are girls. Let us move out from this country. 2015. In my where I'm my office now, if you call Jonathan or any PDP, you will be sacked. 2015.
Wow.
And the funny thing that the thing that is giving me annoyance now, my late dad, is among the people that they brought this calamity to us. This APC. This the demonic party to this power.
Evil group.
I told him, evil. I told him, I said, sir, these people are evil. He said, no, I will disown you. I said, it's better you disown me because I'm fighting because of my children, not because of me. My dad sent me away. I have to leave the house today now. Within the 8 years, I lost my mom and I lost my dad. Within this useless government, just 8 years, I lost two of them. In Kaduna, because I'm in Lagos, my wife stayed in Kaduna right now. In Kaduna yesterday, somebody was kidnapped close to where my wife is working. In hospital, general hospital for that matter. Went and picked about 6 people. No arrest, nothing. Nothing was done.
Everybody is just on their own. It's
and
like,
we have a government.
Buhari is not even like, it's not acting like he's still the president of Nigeria anymore. It's like he doesn't give a damn anybody.
Buhari is a bastard. He's a fool. Sir. He's annoyed.
Thank you so much.
He's annoyed.
And then
in Lagos now, we put an end to their 24 years in prison. We will send them to early grave. That Akiolu doesn't say any Igbo, any whatsoever people that somebody before APC, they should go and throw Igbo inside Kana. I was there when he said it. Not that they told me. I was there. He said it. I followed down my boss to his place there that year, 2019. He said it. I had it. And someone will not be lying. And what the funny thing, you know, these people are they are our oppressor, and you are still following your oppressor. You are still following them to the evil. In fact, there are many of them in my office here that they take me as their enemy. They don't do anything with me again. And I say I don't need them. I don't need them again. So God will bless you for us.
Amen.
God will,
okay. Amen. And I wish you all the best.
Because as I'm here, I will be happy. I'm listening to your program. I always know what live when you do the live program, I will still rewatch it. Then when I say my ego make me to know the truth and the holiness. Now before I was blind, but now I can see the truth. This Nigeria is not meant for us.
Tell them.
Baba, thank you, sir. Thank you.
You will laugh last. I am praying to you as your Jew.
Amen.
You will laugh last. Shall you get?
Amen.
Take that to the bank.
You,
you will laugh last. God bless you, sir. I'll take another one here. And thank you so much for your super chat, by the way. Thank you. I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, my
Balagba, how are you, sir?
Good evening, my good brother. How are you?
It's good to hear from you. I'm very well, Baba. How are you?
Baba, thank you so much for all your good job. God will be giving you that strength and that effort by the God grace. And God will give all the strength to be supporting you.
Amen.
So that She will always allow you to come every night, not only on 5 or 6 days.
Like 7 days a week, every night for
week, brothers.
You really think
7
so?
7 days a week. You understand me?
Thank you.
God will give her all the strength, which will take care of the kids.
Amen.
Because they easy. Only school runs for this country, Baba. They give person mental problem. And they tell you.
I mean, you can't even explain it.
Now, only one son I get. And they ask people when they get like 3, 4. Say, I want to go.
I'll die.
I'm telling one of my friends yesterday, I say, if I have this kind of boss too, they will place me on medication in this London.
I'm just waiting for that little one to start walking. And then responsive, she's getting there. When I say something, come here, she's responding now, okay? But I'm just waiting for the time that she will be able to be, that one that will be like, hey! Yeah. And she will run away to her mama. That kind of one, I'm just waiting for that one. But for now,
and by then, you need to start moving things away.
We are already moving things away.
Start putting things up. Yeah, it's not easy, I understand.
Baba?
So all these people, all these evil politicians, Baba, if I came across that video, I will send it to you. There is this video I was watching. Is it on Facebook? About last week or 2 weeks ago. There is this man that came on Facebook. He said the younger sister was supposed to have his traditional marriage this coming Easter. And she fell sick. They took her to Onitsha General Hospital. And they asked him to go and pay for tests, that they want to run one test. And he quickly do that. By the time the result came out, he took the test to the doctor, and the doctor was checking the test and now said, please quickly help me tell the nurse that they should not give your sister, that patient, that injection anymore. I think the man said, if I remember vividly, before he rushed down to the ward or even make a call, they've given her. This lady died, Baba, within Is it 20 minutes or 27 minutes, according to the brother? And you know what the doctor did? What
did he do?
she did? Baba, she now called Assistant Commissioner of Police of Anambra State. Onitsha is under Anambra now.
Of course.
They started threatening this man and his family after killing his younger sister. Someone that's supposed to have a traditional wedding. The commissioner of police the guy said the commissioner of police was calling him to say, they say you are threatening the doctor, blah, blah, blah. I was like, God, Baba,